Imagine you've spent an entire week preparing a project report. You've checked every detail, but the moment you present it, your manager looks at you and says, "This is far too shallow. It lacks the depth we need."
That sudden silence in the room can feel overwhelming. Most people react with a defensive tone, which can unfortunately signal a lack of maturity. But as a professional aiming for growth, you need a different strategy.
Welcome to Business English for Success. Today, we aren't just learning phrases, we're mastering the art of professional composure. We will guide you through 5 real-world scenarios, from handling a critical supervisor to managing an unfair comment from a colleague.
By the end of this video, you will know exactly how to turn a moment of criticism into a demonstration of your leadership potential. Stick with us until the final scenario, where I will reveal a golden phrase that can navigate even the most challenging client conversation with confidence.
Let's begin with Scenario 1, handling a manager who finds your work insufficient.
You are in a one-on-one meeting with your director. You just submitted your monthly analysis, but they are clearly disappointed. Their feedback is direct and sharp. Your goal is to show that you are receptive to growth without losing your professional confidence.
Before we see the correct approach, let's look at the common mistake. Many people say, "I did my best," or "I didn't have enough time." These phrases sound like excuses and can reduce your credibility.
Exactly, Elena. Now let's listen to the leader's approach. Elena, I've reviewed the report. Honestly, it feels quite superficial. I was expecting more data-driven insights, not just a general overview.
I appreciate your direct feedback, David. It's clear that I missed the mark regarding the level of technical detail required for this specific project.
I'm glad you see that. We need something more substantial for the board meeting.
Understood. Could you clarify which specific metrics the board is most focused on? I will refine the analysis immediately to ensure it aligns with our strategic objectives.
Notice why this works. Elena used the phrase, "I missed the mark." This is a powerful executive term. It acknowledges the gap in quality without making it a personal failure.
Correct. By asking for specific metrics, you shift the conversation from your past mistake to your future solution. This demonstrates that you are a solution-oriented professional, which is exactly what leaders look for. Now, let's refine your professional tone. Please listen carefully and speak after me. I appreciate your direct feedback.
I appreciate your direct feedback.
I will refine the analysis to ensure it aligns with our strategic objectives.
I will refine the analysis to ensure it aligns with our strategic objectives.
Excellent. Your intonation is key to sounding composed and ready for growth.
Our power phrase for this scenario is, "I appreciate your direct feedback." Why? Because it replaces the word "sorry." Using appreciate shows you value the input, whereas sorry can sometimes make you appear less capable in a high-level business environment.
Now, we want to hear from you. If a supervisor told you your work was not enough, what is the first professional word that comes to your mind? Share your thought in the comments so we can build our professional vocabulary together.
Dealing with a manager is one thing, but what happens when a colleague tries to undermine your work in front of the entire team during a meeting?
That is much more delicate. In the next scenario, I'll show you how you use a technique called the professional pivot to protect your reputation while remaining completely civilized. Let's move to Scenario 2.
Scenario 2. You are in a team meeting, presenting your new workflow idea. Suddenly, a colleague interrupts and says, "I don't think your method works. It's quite inefficient and confusing for the rest of us." This is a public test of your professional credibility.
Before we see the leader's approach, let's look at the common mistake. Many people react defensively by saying, "You just don't understand it," or "That's not true, I worked hard on this." These responses make you appear emotional rather than professional.
Correct, Elena. Instead, a leader uses a technique called the professional pivot. Let's listen. Honestly, I think this new workflow is going to slow us down. It feels unnecessary and a bit disorganized.
I appreciate you sharing your perspective, David. It's important that we address any concerns regarding efficiency early on.
Well, the current system is already fine. Why change it?
I understand. Could you highlight which specific step you feel might cause a delay? I'm open to refining the process to ensure it fully supports the team's productivity.
This is a brilliant move. Elena used the word perspective instead of opinion. Why? Because perspective sounds objective and professional, while opinion can feel personal and confrontational.
Exactly. By asking the colleague to highlight a specific step, you shift the focus from their negative emotion to a factual problem. This forces the conversation to remain productive and shows the team that you are a composed leader who values data over drama. Now, let's master this professional pivot. Repeat after me. I appreciate you sharing your perspective.
I appreciate you sharing your perspective.
Could you highlight which specific step might cause a delay?
Could you highlight which specific step might cause a delay? The power phrase here is, I appreciate you sharing your perspective. This phrase creates a bridge of respect. Even if you disagree, it keeps you in control of the meeting's atmosphere.
Have you ever been interrupted during a presentation? How did you handle it? Write one word to describe your feeling in the comments, and let's discuss how to stay calm together.
Managing a colleague is about team harmony. But what if the criticism comes from the person who pays the bills?
That's right. Coming up next, we explore a high-impact client situation, a frustrated client who is unhappy with your service. I will share a specific de-escalation phrase that turns a complaint into a long-term partnership. Don't go anywhere.
Scenario 3. A major client calls you. They are unhappy with a delay in the project, and their tone is quite sharp. They say, "This service is unacceptable. We expected better results by now." You must de-escalate the situation while maintaining your company's credibility.
The common mistake here is to over-apologize. Saying, "I'm so sorry, it's all our fault," can make your company look weak and unprofessional.
Instead, we use solution-oriented empathy. Let's observe. This delay is causing us significant issues. I'm starting to question if we chose the right partner for this project.
I completely understand your concern regarding the timeline, David. Maintaining your project's momentum is our top priority.
Good to hear, but what is the plan to fix this?
I have already coordinated with the technical team to expedite the remaining phases. I will provide you with a detailed progress update every 24 hours until we are back on track. Would that align with your expectations?
Notice the phrase, "Would that align with your expectations?" Instead of asking, "Is that okay?" which sounds like you are seeking permission, alignment sounds like a strategic partnership.
Yes, and by saying maintaining your project's momentum is our top priority, you align your goals with theirs. You are not positioning yourself against the client. You are positioning yourself alongside them to resolve the issue. This builds immense trust. Let's practice this calm and authoritative tone. Repeat after me. I completely understand your concern regarding the timeline.
I completely understand your concern regarding the timeline.
Would that align with your expectations?
Would that align with your expectations? The power phrase here is, "Would that align with your expectations?" It transitions the conversation from a complaint to a formal agreement.
If a client is upset, do you prefer to call them or email them? Type call or email in the comments, and I'll tell you which one is better for professional de-escalation.
So far, we've handled feedback that was somewhat accurate. But what if the criticism is completely wrong?
That can be one of the most delicate situations. If you respond impulsively, you may damage your credibility. If you handle it correctly, you elevate your professional credibility. In the next part, I'll show you how to correct a supervisor without creating unnecessary conflict. Stay tuned.
Scenario 4. This is a very delicate situation. Imagine your supervisor criticizes you for a mistake that you actually didn't make. Perhaps they have confused your work with someone else's. If you react too quickly, you might seem defensive. If you stay silent, you accept blame for an error that isn't yours.
The common mistake here is to be blunt. Many people say, "You're wrong about that," or "I didn't do that, check your facts." This creates immediate friction and makes your supervisor feel embarrassed.
Instead, a leader uses objective clarification. Let's listen to the sophisticated way to handle this. Elena, I noticed that the client data in the shared folder is incomplete. We discussed having this ready by yesterday. We need to be more organized.
I understand the importance of having that data ready, David. However, there might be a slight misunderstanding regarding the folder ownership.
Oh, I thought you were managing the shared drive this week.
I've actually been focusing on the final contract drafts, as we agreed. Based on our latest meeting notes, the data entry was assigned to the logistics team. I'm happy to coordinate with them now to see where the bottleneck is.
This is an expert move. Elena used the phrase slight misunderstanding. This is much more diplomatic and professional than saying you are wrong. It allows the supervisor to save face while you present the facts.
Precisely. And by offering to coordinate with them, you show leadership. You aren't just saying, "It's not my job." You are saying, "It's not my job, but I will help solve the problem anyway." This significantly strengthens your professional credibility.
It is time to practice your professional composure. Please speak after me. There might be a slight misunderstanding regarding the folder ownership.
There might be a slight misunderstanding regarding the folder ownership.
Excellent. Let's try the next sentence. I'm happy to coordinate with them to see where the bottleneck is.
I'm happy to coordinate with them to see where the bottleneck is.
Wonderful job. You sound very helpful and professional.
The key phrase here is, there might be a slight misunderstanding. It is the most civilized way to introduce a correction in a global business environment.
Have you ever been blamed for a mistake that wasn't yours? Did you speak up or stay silent? Tell us your experience in the comments. We'd love to learn from your journey.
We've talked about how to respond to others, but true leaders are also their own toughest critics.
Exactly, David. In our final and most important scenario, we will master self-advocacy through self-criticism. I will show you how to admit a real mistake in a way that actually makes your boss trust you more, not less. This is a career-changing skill. Stay with us.
Scenario 5. You realized that you made a genuine error in a project. Perhaps a calculation was off or you missed a small detail. Instead of waiting for someone else to find it, you decide to report it yourself. This is the ultimate test of professional integrity.
The common mistake is to sound overly guilty or emotional. Phrases like, "I'm so sorry, I'm such an idiot," or "I've ruined everything," are unprofessional. They may unintentionally undermine your professional image.
Instead, we use professional ownership. Let's observe how a leader admits a fault.
David, do you have a moment? I wanted to bring something to your attention regarding the Q3 forecast I submitted earlier.
Sure, Elena. Is there an issue?
I've identified a discrepancy in the budget calculations on page 5. It was an oversight on my part, and I wanted to inform you immediately before the client review.
I appreciate your honesty. How do we fix it?
I have already corrected the figures and prepared a revised version. I've also implemented a new double-check process to ensure this type of oversight doesn't happen again.
Did you notice the word oversight? This is a composed and professional business term. It sounds much more professional than mistake or error.
Yes, and the most important part of this loop is the recovery plan. Alina didn't just report the problem, she already had the solution and a plan to prevent it in the future. This turns a negative event into a demonstration of your reliability and self-awareness. Let's practice this high-integrity communication. Speak after me. I've identified a discrepancy in the budget calculations.
I've identified a discrepancy in the budget calculations.
Excellent. Let's try the next sentence. It was an oversight on my part, and I wanted to inform you immediately.
It was an oversight on my part, and I wanted to inform you immediately.
Great work. You sound very honest and responsible.
The power phrase is, "It was an oversight on my part." It shows that you have high standards for yourself.
We want to know, what is one professional habit you use to avoid oversights in your work? Let us know in the comments below.
We have covered 5 powerful scenarios today. From managers to clients, you now have the tools to handle any feedback with elegance.
But how do we turn these 5 scenarios into a daily habit? David and I are about to share our executive recap to help you internalize these lessons forever. Don't leave yet. The best is yet to come. David, we've covered quite a journey today. From handling a critical manager to managing a frustrated client, the common thread in all these scenarios is professional composure.
Exactly, Elena. It's not just about the English words, it's about the executive mindset. Let's quickly summarize the 5 key strategic takeaways for our audience to remember.
Number 1, when a supervisor finds your work insufficient, avoid excuses. Use phrases like, I missed the mark, and focus on future alignment.
Number 2, in the face of public criticism from a colleague, use the professional pivot. Acknowledge their perspective and shift the focus to factual, objective data.
Number 3, with a frustrated client, remember solution-oriented empathy. Align your goals with theirs by ensuring you are working collaboratively to resolve the issue, not positioning yourselves in opposition.
Number 4, when you are unfairly blamed, stay calm. Introduce the correction as a slight misunderstanding to allow everyone to maintain their dignity while the facts are clarified.
And finally, number 5, master the art of owning your oversight. By reporting your own errors early and providing a recovery plan, you actually build more trust than if you had been perfect.
I find that number 5, reporting your own oversight, is the one that most quickly separates a junior employee from a senior leader. Which one do you think is the most challenging to apply in real life, Elena?
I believe number 2 is the hardest because of the public pressure, but with the phrases we practiced today, anyone can do it with elegance.
Remember, business English is a bridge. It's the tool you use to transform challenging conversations into career advancement opportunities or a long-term partnership. Every phrase we share today is a brick in the foundation of your global career.
We hope these scenarios give you the confidence to walk into your office tomorrow, whether it's a physical office or a digital one, and speak with the authority you deserve.
If you found value in today's deep dive, please consider joining our global community by subscribing. Your progress is our mission, and we're honored to be part of your professional growth.
But wait, we've talked about handling criticism, but what about the opposite? How do you respond when you were given an exceptional compliment or an unexpected promotion opportunity? Do you know how to accept success without sounding arrogant?
That is a great question, Elena, and that is exactly what we will be exploring in our very next deep dive. You won't want to miss those sophisticated success phrases.
Stay proactive, stay professional, and keep refining your communication. We look forward to seeing your success stories in the comments.
Have a productive and successful week ahead, everyone. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye, and we will see you in the next session.